Before coming to Australia, we wanted to create some camping memories. Those will stay with us even after coming here as a unique souvenir of our motherland. Western coast of Maharashtra is incredible in its natural beauty and the scenic beaches and also a few off-road patches. So we chose three of such locations to camp out along with our nearest and dearest buddies. And this vlog is about those three camping nights that we enjoyed together. Stay tuned, do watch this video for some beautiful landscapes around Konkan region. The Navy Pillar. This trail is extremely close to my heart. A small village, a treacherous little trail leading to local paddy cultivation of the farmers, and a sweet, solitude-filled campsite by a cliff. The sunsets here are exemplary. Do watch yourself. It's an evening of a hot summer day that's causing a heavy wind to flow from sea towards the land. We are right on this cliff. Extremely heavy winds. This vast plateau being very close to the seashore, the limit of the Coast Guard is marked by a triangular pillar that's called as Navy Pillar. We are camping near this place. We took a little bit of time to appreciate the surroundings, the vast seascape, the cliff, and the paddy cultivation and the rock, the abundant laterite rock, before finding our way to the campsite for the night. The heavy winds those were blowing this evening have made a really thick cloud, and we simply have not had an opportunity to have the sunset on this cliff. Nonetheless, the light had stayed a tad bit longer than what we had expected, but here we are, setting the campfire and the tone for the night. It's a bone-chilling moment, guys. We are all by ourselves on this cliff and we are continuously hearing the howling noises from the dark there very close to our camp, and we guess there are at least 3 or 4 foxes around there who are smelling the food and probably wanting to have some. We are going to be prepared. Hope for the best.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Guys, the campfire has helped us to keep the foxes at the bay, and the night was quite uneventful. It's the morning and a great fresh camp tea before we proceed to our itinerary for today. The coastal Maharashtra is home to many heritage temples, and a few newly built temples are as beautiful. Around the place that we were, we visited a couple of temples of Sri Vishnu, Shiva, and Sri Ganesh. Before heading straight to the camp for tonight, the beach. We are busy here at the moment setting the camp, opening the tents, setting up the awnings, and the kids have sneaked out. I am sure that they are at the beach building some of the wild inspired Minecraft style dens, and I'm not wrong. Here they are calling us to show them off. Wild, wild imagination. They have few small kingdoms set up here, and they even already had war between these two, three kingdoms. Kids at their best. They're enjoying. We had an evening walk on the beach, gathered the kids, and headed back to the camp to set the campfire, cook our meals, and have a great night of camp, feeling the sea breeze. The morning breeze has woken us up. There are birds chirping, the branches waving, and the sea by side. Kids are already off to the beach again. And we are cooking the breakfast, standing by the campfire that still burns from the last night. After spending an exquisite morning by the beach, we wrap our camps. This time we take an off-road trail. landing onto the beach, allowing us to drive a couple of kilometers along the beach. We are heading to another exciting place, a mango orchard.
15 minutes later.
This mango farm offers you an off-road trail for access. Stay right in middle of the mango trees. The ripe mango fruit in the right season. A place to set your camp. And definitely so, fresh water to bath after having a dip in seawater on the beach. And that's what we are doing. It's a hot summer day and we already had our cold outdoor shower and are moving ahead to a ferry, crossing a creek to our third campsite, that's Jungle Cliff. Both the rigs are safely parked in the ferry and I'm taking a quick walk to the viewers gallery of the ferry and would like to show you around. While the drivers are not allowed outside and both of our friends are locked in the cars for now, the kids find their time to bond and I find my time to observe the people. How the time passes we don't know, and here we are crossing the creek, reaching the road on the other side of the creek. We have hit the road again, moving towards the campsite for tonight. It's an off-road trail, approximately about 2-3 kilometers, leading to a completely solitude-filled location. There is also a geographical feature nearby leading from this campsite that's called as Bamangarh, which is a narrow gorge in a rocky beach. It's also supposedly not in use since quite a long time. But the incentive is a great sunset if we make it in time and a unique campsite. Stay tuned. We are bracing for the trail. We have collected the firewood for the night from the on the way village and are now proceeding into the trail. The trail is expected to have some serious vegetation. There is half of the patch that goes to a temple and is quite navigable. But beyond that, there is a detour and which is going to have some serious deal of vegetation. Stay tuned and find out if we make it before the sunset. The trail is getting narrower and narrower, and the no bounds vegetation from both the sides is closing onto the trail, making it hell lot of difficult for vehicles to go. But we are going to push, we are going to push it hard, we are going to make until the end. Stay abreast. The hard twigs on the sides of the car, on the tent, on the awning, and everything is brushing the whole surface really bad. I'm sitting inside the car and the screeching noises are driving me mad. The only thing that I can do at the moment is press the pedal and bang straight ahead. We breathe a sigh of relief as Avadut navigates us, and we finally get out of thick vegetation screeching the vehicles with lots of battle scars onto a relatively paved and wide and beaten path, which leads us to fairly safe and quite a flat ground where we can camp. But surely not before this heavy bush that's kind of blocking our path completely, and that's going to be a test of mine, vehicle control and everything, because not visible in the video, but there is a little bit of turn and also a ditch right down where the bush has grown. Nonetheless, we are going to push through and we are going to get there. Gava Overland presents you this exquisite campsite facing the sea on the cliff, quite safe, by a thick vegetation filled jungle that offers solitude, peace of mind, and unbelievable camping experience. We are lucky to make it just in time before the sun hides behind the cloudy horizon and the campsite is completely dark. So we rush it to set the camp as soon as the sun sets. And first thing to go is the campfire. We are digging a pit in the ground to keep the dried hay sufficiently away so as not to catch any flitters and spread a wildfire and cause something unexpected. So the pit also would be lined with a few stones that helps the fire to keep going, keep the temperatures high, because it's expected that during the night the sea winds are going to be cold, and for that the campfire is gonna keep us warm. Meanwhile, we as well set up our tents, the awnings, and decide on our menu for the night. Meanwhile, the pit digging exercise needs some attention as we have spotted a scorpion below one of the stones, and it has been neutralized. The risk has been neutralized immediately, but we are paying a little more attention because the kids being around, and also it's turning a little darker. Meanwhile, the kids enjoy doing some vlogs of their own.
Mana? Kita tete इथे कॅम्प फायरचं काम चाललंय. हाय बघा, मला नेहमी चिडवणारा काका. इथे माझा बाबा आहे, जॉर्निंग लावतोय. आणि इथे वर एक टेंट आहे आणि तिथे मागची आणि इथे अजून गाडी, 2 गाडी आलेले आहेत.
चल कर. We go for a quick dinner after the hectic trail day and sit for a while in front of the campfire, listening to nothing else but only the crickets and a few distant lights far away on the horizon in the sea, seemingly of some fishing boats. The morning is always special after a night's good sleep. The early riser fishermen greet us on the morning. Keshu likes to do watercolor painting, and she grabs a spot this morning by the sea to do some great natural landscape painting that she wants to do.
दूध घालणार आहे आपण.
The mountain behind and the thick bushes provided a good shelter, and we soon had our buffet service going on for the day's breakfast. We had quite a heavy breakfast before packing up our camps and tents and heading on to the trail to the gorge in the rocky beach.
वर जाईल.
The beach surrounding the campsite is made up of the volcanic rocks. These rocks are extremely hard, but they also have some crevices, some cavities, which are made of some softer rock material. And the forceful sea waves, when they bang against these rocks, they tend to carve out bigger and bigger voids out of these rocks. And such elongated crevices lead to build-up of pressure of water and air when there is a high tide. And this pressure pushes the water up like a fountain at the end of the crevice. And it's quite mesmerizing to watch it. This place, Bamangarh, or the gorge on the rocky beach, is one of such fabulous locations to sit for hours and watch the rising seawater fountain out of the rocky beach. The good times to watch are during high tides, nearing the full moon and no moon days. We take our time admiring this geological feature around western coast of Maharashtra and soon head back to our vehicles and initiating our return journey. The trail that impeded our progress yesterday had nothing new to oppose us anymore, and the dependable rigs made it a cakewalk back again to the road. Tell us if you like this video. Do watch our other videos, subscribe our channel, press the bell icon, and thanks for lots of your love. Take care. Bye bye. This is Gava Overland signing off from this 4 days, 3 nights camping tour, creating lots of memories as a souvenir from our motherland.